Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. Just be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take a resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It is a good idea to have it in your cup. And you are on Lady Noble's channel, we really want to see you. So be sure to tell a family, friend, and foe, or to come on over and subscribe to the channel. So thank you for praying to these spiritual notifications. There is no space in this place for everyone to be notified. Thank you for your love, your kindness, and your support. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second, give me a second. One. There could be someone who is interested in you, collective, someone who's very attracted to you at this time. Someone who you are least expecting with the Page of Swords energy. There could be someone that is so interested in you that they are nervous. They could be full of anxiety. And this could be someone who has a reputation of being a player. This could be, someone who has a reputation of, being a, fun girl, fun boy. Okay, however you want to refer to it. But this person, you have caught their eye. They're very attracted to you. They don't know why, but they find you very irresistible. This could also be someone whom maybe you thought or had a feeling that this person maybe didn't have a liking for you, or maybe they were rude to you at maybe one time or another. Now, when I say rude, I'm not picking up that they were drastically rude, like disrespectful. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they gave you a mean mug stare, okay? Or maybe they said something that you just weren't in agreement with. So it's not anything harsh. It's light, okay? And whatever it was something that they communicated, and it just gave you, it rubbed you the wrong way. It gave you a negative opinion of them, of who they are, what they stand for, what kind of person they are. And so this person could be feeling attracted to you, and it could be scaring them. Spirit is saying, because they never thought, look at the demeanor on this person's face. They never thought that they would be attracted to you. That does not mean that you're not handsome or beautiful, but they're just shocked and they don't know why. One moment maybe they did not, find you appealing, but you're very alluring to them. You're drawing them in, and it's not anything that you're doing just out of nowhere. They just feel very interested in you. They're very curious about who you are, okay? The next card we have here is the Knight of Cups. And so this person could possibly want to approach you, male or female, collective, okay? Want to approach you, maybe to create some kind of conversation, or maybe to ask you out on a date, or if not ask you out on a date right away, maybe to create some kind of rapport, some kind of conversation with each other, to try to build and to see where your head is. Are you available? Are you single? Are you interested? To see if your feelings are where their feelings are, okay? And so with this cup energy here, this person could also be in reflection, pondering, and trying to figure out, like, okay, what kind of person is a collective? What do they like? If I'm going to take them out on a date, where should I take them? Okay, so this person could be really in reflection, trying to work on ways to impress you, okay? And not to impress to be phony, but they really like you and they want to give it a shot to see if there is some kind of chemistry, okay? I didn't know that I was doing a love read, but okay, Spirit, okay? And so this person is in reflection mode, thinking of where to take you, what to say to you, how should they initiate a conversation, if they had any judgment about you in the past, that's gone out the window, out the door. So it looks like possibly, um, compared to whatever they may have thought about you, they have had time to think about it. But I'm also picking up, observe something about you. So this could be someone that you know. This could be a coworker. This could be someone close to you in range. Maybe they live next door to you. Maybe you work with these people, or this person. I say these people or this person. Confirmation. Or this could be someone. Okay, family, friend of family. Okay, someone who hangs out like at your family's house, your relative's house, or a friend of a friend. Okay, and so this person has been watching you. Okay, under observation, not in a creepy way, but just, kind of rethinking, like, I misjudged the collective. They're really actually pretty cool. I should have, let me, what, let me give them a shot. We just may work out. Let me initiate some conversation. I find them pretty handsome, pretty beautiful, or flyer. It just may work. I misjudged them, so yeah, all of a sudden, and it's scaring this person because this is someone who is used to being in control of their feelings and emotions. Kind of, I said collective. You may have the opinion of them as, of being a player, but this person is falling for you, and it's scaring them. The way that they are falling for you, it's like they have a urge to want to be romantic. And this could be someone who isn't romantic. This could be someone who dates many, male or female. Go out, have a good time, wham, bam, bam, and on to the next. But this person wants to really get to know you. Like go out on some dates, court you, get to know you, have fun with you, do different activities with you. And it's not that they're trying to rush and do the sexual thing. We all know that's part of a relationship. You'll eventually get to that part. But for some reason, this person wants to take a different approach. They're so used to having their way when it comes to the sexual side with their partners that they actually want to choose you as someone to take their time and get to know, and not rush into the bedroom. Okay. So, collective, you are inspiring someone to be mature. You are inspiring someone to, yeah, grow up, basically. Okay, grow up. You're inspiring someone. Excuse me. It's my throat chakra close this up. To be ambitious towards this approach of you. Okay. Excuse me. Someone's feeling very ambitious to the point they're willing to try something they've never tried before. Yeah, so they're willing to try something that they haven't tried before. Um, they feel like they don't want to let you get away. They feel bad for passing judgment on you. And also, they could have had someone who maybe inspired them, maybe a friend, a sibling, a relative. Like, you're looking, you're all in your head, you're misjudging the collective. If you're interested, why don't you just ask this person out? Take your time to get to know someone before you judge them. So they could have had someone inspiring them to, lighten up. Don't be so hard on you or passing judgment on people in general. Excuse me. Okay. And so the next card we have here is the world card here. And so with the world card here, this person is looking to do things different. As I said, they're used to having their way, with different candidates that they go out with, different people, male or female. If they want sexual, they're used to getting that without any problems or resistance. But you are someone that they really want to take their time. They want to try something different. They're ready to change their world. They're ready to close out. It feels like that cycle of that wham bam thank you man. This person wants to mature. They want to do something different. I feel that they are becoming bored, and that's possible. They're becoming bored with having their way. Okay. This person could be dating several people, maybe in the past or maybe currently. Maybe there's one or two people who feel like that, they've really got this person, he's mine, she's mine. But in actuality, they're really not as attracted to the people or that they are dating at this time. It's just for fun, and it's no emotional connection there. Um, it's nothing sustainable. Okay, it's just fleeting moments and temporary pleasures. Okay, But this person is ready to try something different. This person, as I say, with the Three of Pentacles, could possibly have been being influenced, which is a wonderful thing. Okay, all right, all right. That's what the matriarchs are supposed to do in the family: inspire and influence and lift up. Okay, so they could have been talking to someone. It could be a relative or it could be a friend. They've been gathering, speaking about you, about how much they are attracted to you, and they're starting to talk about you so much. Whomever they are confiding in is also motivating them to just go ahead and like pop the question. Why don't you ask them out? Why are you just giggling and sniggling about the collective? Call them, text them, email them, send them a message, message in a bottle. you know, do what needs to be done. Okay, this person could also be in the energy of possibly considering their future, whether or not they want to be married in the future. And uh, if they want to be married, they may have also been reflecting on necessary steps they need to take in order to go in that direction, in order to pursue someone to marry, in order to fall in love, the whole process. And so this person may have been in reflection, and that's what's causing them to want to make a change, but not just being thought of it. This person is actually willing to take the steps, and they are choosing you. Now, this is not to say that they're going to, go out with you and propose to you on the first and second date. This is saying that they are choosing you. You're standing out so much, and they're so attracted to you because you're one of a kind. You're very different. You're very unique. I'm also hearing you have a lot of class and respect about yourself, and everyone knows this about you. So much so, um, maybe your family, your friends, maybe the neighborhood, even where you live. People have a lot of respect and admiration for you. Okay, you could have people treating you with royalty. Okay, and this is not because you are arrogant or you are cruel or anyone's intimidated. You could have people offering to help you with your bags, hold doors for you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That kind of energy. And it's because how you carry yourself. And so, as I always say, what you put out comes back. And so, in return, you receive that respect. So you're very well respected in your neighborhood, in your community, at work, in your family, maybe at church or any kind of organizational group that you belong to. But you also, in return, you respect people. And so that's why you get that treatment. It's not a I'm better than you, or let me look down on you. No, you respect people, so in return, they're happy to respect you back. It's not a problem. And so, just as well as someone saw you with a armful of groceries and offer to help you, you're the same person who would offer to help someone if you saw them. Hey, you need some help, or you grab the door for them. So, yeah, what you put out always comes back. But this person is ready to do something different. Okay. And so they're getting pretty close to making that decision because they're tired of waiting, and nothing's holding them back. The Two of Swords. The decision needs to be made in order to bring balance, to them, because they won't be satisfied until they have that opportunity with you. They're tired of battling, with themselves, wondering. And they may even apologize to you for misjudging you. They may even admit this to you, like, I thought you were this and that. You're pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. You inspire somebody, collective. You are inspiring people to change. How beautiful. You are inspiring people to change. You are inspiring people not to be so flitty. Okay? You are inspiring people to go within, to receive enlightenment in that spiritual connection. This is so beautiful. You are causing people to go in reflection mode. Your energy, your aura, there's something about you in the way you carry yourself, in the way you go about life that causes people to want to go within, that makes them want to second guess. Even people who don't know you, whether they know you or they don't know you. It makes them want to second guess. It makes them want to, give life a thought. Like, what? Let me pinch me. Am I dreaming? Is that really the collective? Are they really just cool like that? Wow, Okay, wow. I'm hearing like you're walking on water. Okay. That's how they see you. How beautiful. You're like an angel. Collective. You're like an angel to someone, to many people, not someone, excuse me. You are very much loved and respected. And you may be someone who is a loner by choice, not because you're depressed or sad. You have people you can fraternize with or hang out with, but you may be someone who loves your alone time, and people may know this about you. And you still have this energy about you that's very beautiful. Um, you're just very kind, and very respectful. And it's really nothing people can say about you. You're very independent. I'm not saying that you're perfect because no one is perfect, but you do your best to be self-efficient. You're not a lazy person, and so yeah, you pretty much stay to yourself a lot. You're someone who's likely, when your neighbors see you, it's a high and a bye. You throw a deuce in the air, toss the trash out, and come on back in the house, cook your dinner, kick it with your children or whatever. You're cool like that. Cool like that. Dun, 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 dun. Cool like that. Cool like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that cute too? Dun, 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 dun. Cool like that. Cool. Yeah, you're cool like that. Okay. And so this person, they want to sit on their throne. They want to know. Okay. The collective is just cool and just chill, and I like it. Like I said, this person has access, male or female, to a lot of people. They're very attractive, and you're very attractive as well. But you just do things differently. You're not, you don't come off as thirsty or pressed, and they like that about you. They may have people gravitate to them for what they have, for materialism. You could be someone who don't smoke or drink either, okay? You have a good time, but you could be someone who don't smoke, you don't drink. Maybe you used to, but you no longer do. You could also be someone who's working on, you could be working out, someone who's working on their body, okay? You're into your health, okay? You're working on it. This could be something that recently you have began to do within the past year and a half, taking your supplements, your vitamins, you may have your good glass of chlorophyll every now and then, okay, 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 some good elixirs in your life, okay, a lot of natural remedies, a lot of, um, you're someone who loves pampering and taking care of yourself, facials, skin exfoliation, that kind of thing. You believe in taking very good care of your hygiene, and people know this about you. People, when they see you, this is what they feel. The things I'm naming about you, they feel that this is who you are, and they just want to know. Your energy is so light. It's loving. I'm hearing it's loving. Yeah, folks are curious. Folks are curious when you got their emotions going up and down. Even those who possibly have misjudged you are having to double take. Okay, they're like, "Whoa, I made a mistake." I take that back. I take my opinion back of the collective. They're pretty cool. I see they like to mind their business, and they ain't asking nobody for ish. So I must respect the collective. They're pretty much minding their business, and they ain't asking nobody for ish. You can't do nothing but respect that. This is a beautiful, beautiful read here. Wow, you are influencing change in a massive way. That could be a gift of yours. You could be the catalyst of change. That could be one of your gifts. You are put in different spaces and places in life that you often question yourself. You have no idea. But Source put you there for a reason, divinely so. Even within your family, you may have people who admire you, even though they have not told you, but people who admire you, people who would love to, oh wow, actually be you or what it's like to walk in your shoes. You're not perfect. You have endured life. You have endured pain. You have situations just like anyone else. You just handle them differently. You move different. You're not predictable. You're not predictable. And this could be a major attraction to this person. You're not predictable. Excuse me. Yeah. Excuse me, one moment while I blow my candle. But yeah, you're not predictable. You're not it's like watching a movie that's predictable and you like, oh, I don't want to watch it because I know what's gonna happen. Not with you. Nobody knows. Excuse me, your next move, and it's becoming a turn on. Nobody knows your next move, and it's fly. It's pretty fly. Nobody knows, and they love it. Even total strangers. It's something about your energy, your aura. You're different. You stand out. This could be in how you dress. This could be how you communicate, how you handle situations if there is a problem or a conflict. This could be how you respond. You may not be someone confirmation that's likely to respond like others respond. You're probably not someone who's likely to get loud and into confrontations. You handle your business very uniquely so, whatever that means, uniquely so. You are a unique individual. That's what it is. The water's so delicious, couldn't stop. But yeah, that's what that is. And so with the Eight of Swords, even when people are around you who are dealing with different situations, and we all are dealing with different situations on a daily, people find you to be somebody that you inspire people, to let them know that whatever it is that they are going through or dealing with, that they can overcome, whatever challenges they may be facing at that time. You inspire people. So you're an inspiration. Yes, you are. You are an inspiration. I mean, even the toughest of the tough situations, that people experience. And we all have different lives now. All kind of stuff be popping off now. Y'all see television. uh, I seldomly watch it myself, okay? I'm likely to have dust on my remotes. But yeah. You give hope. And your energy is needed. Spirit is saying your energy is really it's really needed. At a time like this, you are uh, specially gifted and placed in spaces and places strategically to assist when people are going through hardships, when people are going through situations that they feel are unbearable. You give hope. Just your mirror energy. There are people who love your energy, and oof, which is silly what I'm about to say, but there are people who admire your energy so much that if they're having a bad day, collective, just having you around them, it uplifts their mood. And they may have not ever shared this with you, but this could be people you've grown up with, people you've dated, people in your family, people people you work with. They really love they just love being around you. You could be someone who practices spiritual hygiene. You make sure you're constantly cleansing and calibrating your energy. But that's the duties of a light worker. That's the duty of a wise one, light worker or not. Even if you devil in dark energy, okay, whatever kind of worker you are, you got to get your cleanse on. Okay, you got to work in some transmutation, and you should be doing that regularly. But picking up that you are someone who partakes in cleansing, your home, your aura, whether it's spiritual baths, whatever it is for you. There's many things you can do, more than what I'm just naming when it comes to the cleansing part. But yes, with the Page of Wands here, you are someone to be studied. You make people want to get into the energy of becoming a student. You could be a motivational speaker. You could be a teacher of some sort. Maybe you would like to become a teacher. Maybe you're returning to school to be a teacher. Maybe you work with children. Maybe you work with teenagers. This could be maybe you work in your church. You could be the teacher of the Bible study class. Okay. You could teach any kind of class. You could be some kind of teacher, or people respect you as a teacher. You could also have people confiding in you. Confirmation. Even people who don't know you personally, a lot of people, they like talking to you because they trust and know that the conversation won't go anywhere. You're not a tattletale. You're not a tattletale collector. Mm-mm. Someone shares something with you, it stays with you. You're not a tattletale. People like that. Yeah, you're not a snitch. Nope, you're not a snitch. You're not a tattletale. Mm-hmm. This card ain't supposed to be in there. What does it say? Oh wow, this card ain't supposed to be in there, but there are no coincidences, so I'm going to read it. I have from the vibes of that. I have family, blood ties, inner circle. So you could have a gift, you know, that could run in your bloodline or in your lineage, and it has not been tapped into until you have came along. And one of your gifts, your innate gifts, is that you are the catalyst for change, and you're very intuitive, and you are aware that you are intuitive. This may be something you don't share with everyone, and actually, people don't go around blabbing that. Okay, people do. Let me be mindful. What I say, I don't be nice. I got to be nice. But those who those who are gifted, they don't go around saying I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. They just move about. It's not that they're not aware, but they just move about. And they're very quiet about their gifts. I don't want to use humble because humble has a meaning that is not in my vocabulary. I don't like to use that word humble. If you ever study etymology, you'll know. But so you'll find me pausing a lot because I'm being mindful of what I convey. It's going to take me some time. I'm working on me every day, but I have to be mindful of how I deliver my reads. I don't know what nobody else do, but I'm being mindful of what I say to any of my subscribers. I don't want to project any negative energy. And wordplay is very important. It's important to me, and I know that it's powerful. And so I'm being mindful. So you may hear me pausing. I'm channeling or messages, or I'm either looking for the right words to use. I want to be careful on how I distribute these messages. It's that important to me. I don't know what nobody else do, but that's what Lady Noble does over here. But either way, with this family energy here, this gift that you have, it's been in your bloodline and your lineage, but it's been untapped potential. I'm hearing that, a lot of people have received the call, but very few refuse, not refuse, not very few, quite a few. Many have refused to answer the call. They were chosen to tap into their potential. There could also be people in your family who have spoke of these particular gifts that you have, but many of them have chose to not tap into their potential. And so you have answered the call, and at this time you are walking in your purpose, and that could be the light that you carry that is attracting people and alluring people to you, even total strangers, causing people to trust in you. It is one of your gifts. And so you are mindful, whoever you are mindful of what I'm sharing with you. You're already aware of this. But I must share with you, there's someone in your family who's always known that you were a chosen one, and they knew about your gifts. Maybe there was a time you were living out of your shadow side. Maybe you were in a more low vibrational state of existence. It happens. It's called life. Okay, experiencing some things that were unpleasant, and this person thought that you would forever be there. This could be an uncle, an aunt, a sibling. Okay, they thought you would always be in that phase or stage of life, but ta-da! The collective is walking in their purpose, and you have tapped into the untapped potential. You have tapped into uh, the agenda of breaking generational curses within your family and your bloodline. You are really breaking generational curses. Spirit is saying you have broken several of them. And it's not a competition, it's not about competing, but you have done it without even knowing. Okay? And so this is a positive. This is something, to be proud of as well. So this is something to be proud of. not to be ashamed of, but you're very private about who you are. You're not flamboyant. You're not a bragaboo. You're not, oh, look at me. Okay. So, yeah. And that's very beautiful about you. That's why you were chosen to be here at this time, at this space, in this place, and to utilize these gifts because they knew that you were the right candidate. You were the right person. Hmm. Yeah, but there's someone in your family who thought you would never ever tap into this potential. This person may have actually had conversations with you about how gifted you are and about different maybe generational curses and uh, that your family or bloodline may have been enduring, and you may have questioned yourself like, okay, you're sharing this with me. You mean to tell me you're willing to have a conversation that you know what the problem is and you don't want to help? You don't want to, but I'm picking up you didn't say anything. You chose to be a listening ear instead of being, angry or wanting to argue, like, well, why aren't you doing anything if you know this? And Spirit is saying that was intentional. You were supposed to just be a listening ear and not get upset because all along, even when you were going through your hardest moments in life, collective, moments of dis-ease, whether it's being homeless, without a job, losing a loved one, losing anything, a person stealing from you, any kind of mistreatment, betrayal, um, anyone hurting you or leaving a negative imprint, all along, where your family did not know that you were being prepared. You were preparation of a warrior, Spirit is saying. And so you were going through preparation of a warrior when they were observing you go through these shadow moments, these low vibrational state of beings, whether you were homeless, and homeless with your child, or picking up someone had a child and they had a family who turned their back on them, whether you lost a loved one, whether you lost a job, whether you had someone steal from you, whether you had someone steal an inheritance from you, whether you had someone, I don't know, mess around, slept with your lover. I'm picking up all kind of energy. Every experience you endured in your past when you were living in a low vibrational state, aka your shadow side, you were being prepared. Preparation of the warrior. So while they were laughing and kikiing, they did not know that you were going through the stages and the steps of a warrior, preparation of the warrior of your family and bloodline. And so you are being supported, and Source wants you to know, as this person is observing you, many people observe you and admire you. Many people love the idea of you. But be mindful, collective, to make sure you use your gifts for the right thing. If not, your gifts can be taken from you. So be careful. And also still be mindful because just like you are gifted, other people are gifted too. Uh, but just be mindful and don't ignore the red flags. You have a right to say no. You don't have to say yes to everyone. You're not going to be loved any less. Spirit is saying, but there's a lot of people who's going to be attracted to you, and that's going to come towards you. And it's okay to give people a try. It's okay to live your life. You don't have to be afraid or in fear or full of anxiety. Use your discernment. Go within. You're very very intuitive, whoever you are, and you recognize just the energy of a person. You could be someone who also, you're very good. You pay attention to body movements, facial expressions. I mean, when you read, and you do it within seconds, okay? You could be someone who's into divination, or if you don't do divination, you know how to read. You probably know how to read cards without even cards. You know how to read people without cards, basically, excuse me, is what I was trying to say. But you're highly gifted, but you are protected, and your ancestors want you to know that they support you, and for you to keep doing what you've always done. Keep holding your head up high and keep holding the light. In each and every situation that you may experience. Okay, because we are here to learn, but you know that, and we are here to grow. And so, the energy that you are in, you're in that beautiful angelic energy because you have done the work to get there. The blood, the sweat, and the tears. You've been through some things. You've been through some things. A couple of Lifetime movies plus some, baby, male or female. You've been through some things and you overcame them, and you're still standing 10 toes down, and you don't look like what you've been through. You come out polished and, magnified, and You know, yeah, dripping in finesse, shining bright like a diamond. Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. And so there's going to be many of people that are attracted to you. They still want you to use your discernment, and also they want me to let you know if you're at a space in your life where maybe you may not want to be bothered with dating at this time. Spirit is saying that's okay. You don't have to be doing what everyone is doing. You may be someone who is celibate. Maybe you're practicing celibacy. Okay, yes, collective. There are people who practice celibacy, and it's not a hard thing. It's not hard at all. Okay, there are people who really do that. They're not pump faking. So that's for somebody out there. You don't have to say yes to everybody. You can be you. You're not going to be punished. You're not going to be loved any less. Be you, and they want you to be happy. So don't deal or partake in anything that you know is not going to make you happy or make you feel fulfilled. Okay? And so this concludes the Read Collective, and I trust and hope that it assists you for your highest good, right?